Hello friends, and welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. Joining me today is a new guest, Moonbeam Funk.
That is me. I'm the funkiest, maybe.
And it's a well-known fact that Moonbeam Funk lives inside my backpack in real life.
That's true. It's very cozy. You have a very comfortable backpack.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh shit, I didn't... Oh no, I made a mistake.
Oh.
Okay, I've corrected my mistake. Anyway,
Congratulations. Your mistake
Thank
has
you.
been corrected. You're really good at that.
we're getting ready to proceed to the end game. In between the last video and this video, I went and I talked to Brentilda in every location of hers that I could remember off the top of my head, so probably not all of them.
Probably most of them.
Yeah, and I wrote down everything she had to say. And the mistake I made was I forgot to actually get that and have it ready for me.
Oh boy.
Oh man. This is the end game.
It's the end of the game.
I brought you on for this video because I know how much you love game shows.
Yeah. It's true.
Do you actually love game shows?
I used to watch quite a bit of them with my grandpa. It's one of the things we would watch on TV sometimes, some old game shows, and they were kind of fun. But I haven't really watched a game show in a while, partially because I haven't watched TV in a while. TV just kind of became something I didn't really do much of anymore. I think that's true for a lot of people. The internet kind of just replaced TV for so many people.
Yeah. Well, now you get to experience Grunty's Furnace Fun, the hottest game show sensation
It's true.
on Nickelodeon Games and Sports.
Oh man.
So
are the green spaces ones where you get like a covered Nickelodeon slime?
yes.
Alright.
Yeah, we have to stop on each space. We cannot keep walking. There are invisible walls.
Yeah.
It also won't let us walk off the edge, which
Unless
is nice
you
of
did a
it.
6-speed run tech.
Yeah,
But even that requires...
I could talk a little bit about that. But each different space has different things, and this one's just basic trivia about the game.
Yeah.
Highest thing above the ground would be a mud hut.
Yeah. I didn't actually 100% know that off the top of my head. I was like thinking that was the answer. It's been a while since I played this game. I played it once, a long time ago.
The eyeballs are visual challenges, and some of them are actually pretty difficult. I'm
Oof.
pretty sure that's Clanker's Cavern.
Yeah, that looks like Clanker's Cavern.
Yeah. If you get something wrong, you take damage. The white spaces are free spaces, and they have honeycombs on them.
Yeah. Nice.
So we're gonna head left here, so I can show another space. Cannot slow down the cogs. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. This is a musical question, and I can't hear my TV very well.
Aw, shit. It's alright, if I recognize it, I'll tell you what it is. Oh, Jesus, that's so squeaky and high.
I'm pretty sure that's Snorkel the dolphin. Actually, none of these are... Well, Bubbles the fish is real, but yeah, it's Snorkel.
Aqualung the dolphin is a pretty good name, though.
You can avoid the honeycomb and come back for it later.
And
Right, this is a Joker space. It could be anything, but if you get it right, you get a Joker, which allows you to skip a space.
yeah. I am remembering, I watched like an entire video on the speedrun strats and the discovery gradually of the ones for Furnace Fun. It was kind of interesting to me. It's kind of something that like obviously it wasn't like you know it wasn't something that would have been relevant to me for a long time, but I still found it neat because I remembered enough of the games. Like, oh, that's cool. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, the Jokers, you get two. This is is also Clanker's Cavern. You get 2 jokers for each correct answer. Or not a correct answer, for each space. Joker space. So you can spin those to skip places.
Yeah.
Which, there's a couple of specific kinds of squares you tend to skip.
Yeah. I need to know there's like, technically like 2 or 3 like quote unquote like more optimal routes that just kind of depend on player preference kind of. Cause like,
yeah.
Cause you know, there's RNG to account for and things like that.
Alright, here's the physical challenge, which is why this game show is on Nickelodeon Games and Sports.
Yeah, of course.
You have to do a randomized challenge, and this is the worst thing for speedrunners to go through.
Those are the ones that they want to skip because they take so much time. Exactly. I just literally repeated what you just said. I'm stupid.
Yeah, you're fine. It could be this, the Flibbits in Bubble Gloop Swamp, Tip Top Choir, Mr. Vile's minigame. There's a few things.
If I'm remembering right, the worst one to get is like the one that involves a lot of ground pounding, I think.
Yeah, that's
because it's so slow.
Tip Top Choir.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's a space we haven't seen yet. It's a grunty space. She'll ask us questions about herself.
Yeah.
Which is why I've spoken with Brentilda. Her party trick is blowing balloons up with her butt.
To perform a striptease.
So these are randomly selected every time you start the game. They're not tied to anything like your save file or anything. It is completely random. Which makes them also a bait of speedrunners if there weren't for a specific trick, which you can use with these skull ones. These skull ones, like the Joker ones, could be anything, but if you lose, you immediately die.
Yeah.
Frog's name in Bubble Gloop Swamp. Those are Flibbits. Yeah, so the way it kills you, it drops the barriers and knocks you off, and if you angle it just right, you land safely, and all the barriers are down, so you can just walk to the end.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's the speedrun tech, is to do that.
Yeah, it just sounds so simple. It's like kind of funny how that actually just kind of got through. Like it doesn't really seem like the hardest like trick to pull off.
Spotty purple? Yeah. I kind of remembered that. I just couldn't find it in my big, disorganized list that I wrote.
Understandable.
Three.
Aren't there 3? Yeah. I was actually thinking 3. I think I actually know some of these. It's like I have a brain and I played this game at some point and actually somehow remembered things.
It's a bumblebee, and it is a useless creature because it's used to get Bunjinjo. Alright, let's see what our physical challenge is this time. Oh, it's this one.
Oh. Watch the turtles sing their song. Oh shit.
Yeah,
it's this
Tip Top Choir.
Repeat it quick. Yeah, I wish we could do it quickly. Yeah. Really easy to see why speedrunners hate this one the most. You have to wait forever for them to do the song. And then like the ground pound every single one.
I think it was red. And then blue. Yeah. I'm actually really bad at that, and I'm surprised I got it on my first try.
I was like almost worried that I was talking. I was like, wait, shit, did I distract? Was I a distraction? Did I ruin everything?
Nah, you're fine. Alright, let's go. Yeah, that's in there. It's wow, I really didn't write this very well. It's Massive Bloomers.
It's a shame
I remember
these
this.
are
It's a good
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's a good thing I have decent memory because I remember a lot of what the answers were. What? That's not... Oh no, I don't know the answer.
Oof. Rip.
Alright, well, we're gonna edit some of this out.
Rotating bones.
Alright, here's a listening one. Can you hear that? Because I can't. Oh. Alright, that's him. You did a good job imitating that.
Thank you. I wasn't like, it wasn't until like halfway through doing the impression that I was like, wait a second, that's some like racist stereotype shit, isn't it? Like,
yeah, he's a really racist character.
I legit didn't even think about it until like halfway through doing it. I was like, wait.
Wood.
I think that looks like it might be. Oh, sorry. Holy shit.
I picked it anyway. Alright, we've got some jokers, and I'm gonna show it off here.
Alright.
Skip that skull space.
Yeah, screw that.
They suck.
Fuck that noise.
Dinner. Oh god, what you like for dinner?
What does Grunty like?
It's, yeah, dog dung burgers.
God. Since I said this earlier, during a segment that got edited out, I just have to say again how disappointing it is that since those Grunty questions are RNG, we don't get to know the singular canon lore answers for those. I think it's a damn shame.
What does she canonically like for dinner?
Exactly. What is Grunty's actual big party trick, you know? What if I want to know?
Most games I get eating an entire bucket of baked beans. I feel like I see that one the most.
Oh, I think even I know this one. Isn't that a Jolly Roger Bay?
That's not in this game.
Wait, am I thinking of...
Jolly Roger Bay's in Tui.
I haven't even played Tui. Why did I get those mixed up? I guess I was thinking of the right like place, just not like I was just mixing up their names, I guess. But I was thinking of that location because I have played this and I did Treasure Trove Cove, and that's what I was thinking. I just mixed up the names.
I don't actually need to be able to hear my TV for this one because if she describes the voice as cool, the answer is Gruntilda. I really like that detail.
That's really good, yeah. It also helps that it would have been easy for someone anyway, even without the cool part, because, you know, it's like, it comes immediately after you've just heard her voice, because she's asking the question. It's really funny. It's just the easiest thing you could ever get.
Extra honeycomb at his third location.
A jigsaw. It's like, not even like a jigsaw piece, not a jiggy, just a jigsaw.
Yeah, the actual Saw.
Yeah, the Saw franchise killer.
How many hoops? What kind of question is that?
Oh my god.
8? Yeah. Educated guesses are still educated. Oh, look, it's the same minigame that I got the last time I was in something that I wasn't editing out.
You guys missed out on some fun times with the turtle minigame and the other ground pounding minigame and other ground pounding minigame.
No, that's Snorkel again. The only one loud enough for me to actually hear it out of my TV. And also Snorkel is the only actual character.
Aqualung the Dolphin. Still a pretty good name.
That's Rusty Bucket Bay.
Man, stop giving me the answer before I see the image.
Oh, yeah. I'm making it hard for people to play along at home.
I think that's the... Okay, yeah.
And they say thank you, not fuck you, even if it sounds like the latter.
Oh.
Easy peek.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. It looked... I was like, yeah, I think after looking at it for a little bit longer, I realized where that shot was from.
Mm-hmm. It's Boss's Cave.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second, that's inside of like an Arctic cave with fire.
So I got this one earlier while doing stuff I'm editing out. It's the Treasure Trove Cove original Sandcastle minigame, but you have to spell it backwards. And Grunty does pop in and say like, "Hey, the name of your game, spell it backwards." It's just I've seen that message before because I died twice to Skull Spaces.
It's pretty bullshit, to be fair.
Yeah, they're rough. Like, they always pick the most obtuse questions. Which is weird since they're not, like, weighted to do that. They pick them truly randomly, I'm pretty sure. Oh man, how many ways into the mansion are there?
Jesus. That one's also kind of an obtuse question, at least it's not a Skull Space.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that was just a guess. No hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah. The secret to this is to get enough jokers to never have to actually answer a Skull Space correctly. Sleep.
I want to know the canonical answer for where she likes to sleep. Where did Grunty get all that treasure? Why does she have treasure?
That's a good question.
Also, it's fucked up that you're railroaded to always step on a skull for the last space.
Yeah, it's the
meaning
final
there's
one.
always the chance of just dying right at the end, right before you're done. It's so awful, unless you save a joker.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Also, something that did not come up in the Grunty Spaces in my oh, they screwed that up. When they ported it, they didn't extend that geometry along with the field of view. Good. But yeah, in my Brintilda facts, or Gruntilda facts from Brintilda, one of them was that her favorite magazine is Big Butts and Guts, which just sounds like a fetish magazine. Which maybe it is.
I mean, we're not here to judge.
But anyway, here's the credits. Gruntilda has used them to distract us while she gets away. Yeah. These are long, by the way. Because of the way that they have them, like, spoken out by characters, it takes an eternity for these to end. Also, that Jiggy that's sitting there, I don't think is supposed to be there. That's really weird.
What the f... Yeah, like I was about to say, why is that Jiggy inside of the Jinjo?
I think that's because that's the last Jinjo I got in here, and because the port, like, remembers collectibles when they loaded up Mumbo's Mountain. It was like, oh, you collected all the Jinjos, we need to spawn this. And it spawned it there where the big Jinjo goes.
I like how Chimpy sounds completely identical to Diddy, by the way. Like, I swear that they must have reused those exact same sounds for Diddy in DK64.
I wonder if they could have, like, they could have done that, but I wonder if they could have gotten away with not changing his voice for the Xbox release of this.
I mean, if it was the voice of the chimp first.
Well, still, if it's like, you know, Nintendo could probably still own that because it's part of their Diddy Kong sound bank.
I guess. Yeah, it just like that sounded exactly like Diddy.
Yeah.
Like exactly.
I mean, it could have just been the same guy at Rare making chimp noises into a microphone.
Yeah, he just had to make different chimp noises or record them. Chief Free Player Ho was whatever that last name was.
Ward.
Rare Free Players Steven Shrapnel Brand, Gareth Groggy Glover, Gavin Grublin Hood. Why does every single member of the staff have a nickname?
It's their personas.
Moggy Soggy, Jinxie, Whiplash, Collywobble.
Collywobble.
Nice.
Collywobble.
Imagine being named after a sentient cauliflower.
Imagine being named after a sentient toilet like Simon Farmer is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun because it's a character parade and credits, but it takes a long time.
Oh, hey, it's the racist one.
Yeah, that's that guy. Also, they reuse his weird pink pet thing in Tui.
Oh my god.
As somebody else's weird pink pet thing that isn't really anything.
Wait, I saw someone there who didn't have a nickname.
Oh no.
Mr. Mum Fukuda? Yeah.
I also like that they use, like, fake names. Like, what does moving and shaking mean? Is that the animator? I guess.
I don't know. Credits for this shinier version. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
They had to add in the credits for the Xbox release.
Wow, those straight up didn't have any nicknames.
Yeah, they just kind of shoved these in. And also, to highlight how they just shoved them in, they ran out of credit, like character roll, and had to recycle it back to Gruntilda. It does not loop on the Nintendo 64.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I guess they also could have just extended some of the other characters' speech.
Yeah, oh, there's that Jiggy again. Sealed within the ginger. I've never seen that because I never get the pink one last because it's right there at the start.
Oh my god.
And that's probably why they didn't notice it in testing, because who gets that one last?
Why did you get it last this time?
Because I was explaining something else and didn't want to be like, oh, by the way, 10 minutes ago I picked up this thing called a Jinjo.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's a really weird thing that I didn't know happens. There's a lot of little bugs in this version.
It's fantastic.
It's a shame because like this version of the game is so good in most ways. It's just there's a couple of things that just aren't great. Little things where it's like it kind of shows that it seems like they kind of rushed it out.
God, I swear those noises just sounded identical. Not just like the same guy. It just sounded like the same sound, kind of.
Maybe
maybe it's just me.
Maybe they used royalty-free a chimp.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Maybe they found some. Yeah, maybe they found some like stock sound effects for chimps. Yeah. Poor Captain Blubber.
This takes so long.
Oh man, the
This thing
Xbox Live
takes so
Arcade
long.
team.
At least once they're in these, like, Microsoft credits, you know it's almost over.
Fucking Clanker. Jeez.
Yeah, I do like that even in the added stuff they still use weird titles like cat herders, which I don't know what that means.
They're the ones who are tasked with herding cats. It's a very important role of porting a game to the Xbox.
That's true. What is... like... Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe like the HR department or something?
So like, I feel like I knew the answer to this, and I just keep on forgetting it. I know, like Banjo and Tip Top and Conker were all technically in Diddy Kong Racing before any other games, right? And then aside from that, Tip Top was in this first, not counting that, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean, Tip Top's never been in his own game.
Yeah, I know Tip Top didn't have his own game. I was just trying to remember if Banjo-Kazooie was the first time he was in a game aside from Diddy Kong Racing.
Yes, it was. This came out very shortly after Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah.
And then Tip Top shows up in 2E. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tip Top's in Conker, but I haven't played it.
I don't think he is.
Alright.
As far as I'm aware. Do you think,
Okay, this has gotta be the end. They're explaining the copyrights.
Do you think anyone regrets, like anyone who worked on those games, regret in hindsight having Conker and Diddy Kong Racing after Conker like came out? Like Diddy Kong Racing, this like cute child-friendly game, and then later the game they finally give Conker that does end up coming out after reworking it a bunch and making it less family-friendly, and then we get that, and it's like, oh whoops, this is the character that's from Diddy Kong Racing. Like kids are gonna like, it's like, oh man, I want to play this game that Conker's from. I love playing as him in Diddy Kong Racing. He's a cute little squirrel dude. That's cool. And then like, they want to play Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Even better than that is that they put, before Conker's Bad Fur Day came out, they put out Conker's Pocket Tales on the Game Boy Color, which is meant to be a companion to Conker's 12 Tales, which became Bad Fur Day. So Conker's first game that's an actual Conker game is also like a kid's game.
God.